it's finally time. Mickey and I are finally going back to a country we've wanted to go back to for a long time now, Japan. For context, this isn't the first time we've been to Japan. We've actually been back twice prior to this. So I'm not going to talk very long. Our flight's almost here. I'll see you guys in Japan. So right now it is 10 minutes past 8. Mickey and I have just checked out of Kansai Airport, picked up our bags and picked up our pocket Wi-Fi. So after this, we're going to take the next train to our first hotel where we will be staying the night. Day one is done and dusted. Mickey and I have just finished eating our dinner. We ended up going to a 7-Eleven and buying some snacks from over there. Today was pretty much a write-off because we spent 9 hours on a plane and then probably another good 2 hours or 3 checking in and checking out of the airports. But exciting things are going to start happening from tomorrow onwards. That's when we actually start getting the car and start traveling to the places we want to be. So I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. So, just went to the Toyota rent-a-car shop and picked up the car right behind me. Check this baby out. There she is. This is the Toyota Rumi, baby. You don't see this in Australia. It's such a beautiful car. Look how spacious it is. Mickey for size comparison. God damn. Oh, she's beautiful. The driving experience here in Japan is pretty good too. Very stressful since I can't read Japanese and all the signs are different. I've already made like multiple mistakes, but man, this car is beautiful and I can't wait to take it around Japan with me. It's just so cute and so compact. So yeah guys, I'm gonna be driving very soon. Hopefully I don't run into any accidents, touch wood. But yeah, here we go, baby. 4.5 hours of driving from Osaka to here now in Takayama. We have finally made it to our Airbnb stay. This is called the Japan Stay Apartment Takayama. Mickey thinks it's Japan Stay. I'm gonna have to fact check that later on. But you guys really come up with some creative names for your Airbnbs, Japan. Yeah, one of those things that are kind of unspoken in Japan is how fast they travel on highways. Recommended limit is 80. The Japan 80 is 110. So the plan now is we're gonna unpack, and then Mickey and I are just gonna head outside and see what's available to eat around Takayama. And then we'll show you guys around what a nightscape in Takayama looks like. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right, let me take you on a quick tour of the Airbnb.
Hi, welcome. Please come on in.
God,
Welcome to Japan Stay.
That is Mickey giving you a greeting. Here we've got the take off your shoes please sign, which is always required when you're in Japan. Some slippers for your feet. I'm not wearing them. To the left first, we've got a toilet with a bidet. Of course, the bidet is awesome. Automatic flushing, very nice. To the right, we've got the bathroom. Separate brushing.
Dry wet separation bathroom.
Is that what it's called these days? Dry wet separation bathroom. That's it. And the shower room over here. And then right behind is
Galvanized steel.
kitchen with galvanized steel. We've seen all the memes, guys, and you can tell Mickey's into these memes as well. We've got an oven, a microwave, and a fridge. Hectic. Living room, we've got TV, coffee table, and a really comfy lounge. And then we've got the dining table over there where we've just kind of crammed all our luggages. We're going to unpack in a bit. A little ottoman stool that Mickey's sitting on. And here, connected to the living room, is the bedroom. We've got the coat hanger to hang all your coats and clothes. We've got some, quilts and extra pillows. And right behind are the mattresses and pillows and stuff on tatami mats. So really, really beautiful stay. Oh, and I really like the light up here, as you saw previously. It's really cute.
Very IKEA.
So yeah, this is probably one of the better stays that I've been in Japan. But yeah, we're gonna unpack and then head outside. So see you guys then. So we're here at Hida no Sato Open Air Museum, and it gives you kind of like a glimpse into what, you know, life was like back in the day in rural Japan up in the mountains. You'll see, as I'll show you in the video, all these thatched roof houses. Now there is a World Heritage Site called Shirakawa-go that has like those houses inside an actual village, but this is just like a museum, so they kind of built these, reconstructed these just to show you what it looks like without having to travel too far out of Takayama. So show you guys around. It's really pretty. Autumn hasn't hit peak yet, so you don't see that many colored leaves, but it's still pretty nonetheless. Alright, so Mickey and I have been eating out the last couple of days, so we decided to stay indoors today and have a feast with the food that we bought from the grocery stores around this area. So we've got the situation here. Mapo tofu from Family Mart, some sweet potato, some pickled veggies, some cabbage. We've got some assortment of, you know, vegetables, an egg, and some croquettes. We've got a nice soup with seaweed and mushroom. We've got the A5 Hida beef stir-fried by yours truly. Hopefully it comes out good. And we've got some stir-fried shiitake and other type of mushroom. And I've got some rice. And to finish it off, we've got this really nice beer from Koshi Hikari. It's a rice-based beer. So super big dinner feast, and the good thing is it costs much less than if you were to eat out and have a meal something like this size. So yeah, we're gonna eat dinner now, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. After 2.5 hours of driving, Mickey and I have finally arrived at our stay here in Matsumoto. It's called the Omoto Hotel, and it's like in an onsen area. So let me take you guys around the living space that we're in right now so you guys can get a better look. By opening the door, you're greeted with the entranceway where you leave your shoes, and there's an elevated step where the entire floor is now tatami. So straight ahead, you've got the bathroom area. The door to the right will take you to a isolated toilet. And to the left is the sink, washing up area. And then to the left of that is the shower room. Pretty neat. Turning back around, you've got a small area with a fridge and a kettle. And this is the living area. So you've got a room full of mattresses and pillows and quilts. Mickey here is just chilling on one of the beds. It's a double bed. Oh, 2 single beds, sorry. To the left, you've got your wardrobe where you can put your stuff, and also we've got our suitcases stored underneath here. TV, some nice decorations right now, as you can see. And the highlight of the room is this viewing area of Matsumoto, overlooking Matsumoto. So let me just change the exposure a little bit. So you can see, Mickey can sit down, and we'll look out into this sort of view right here. Panoramic view of Matsumoto. The city is further down that way. So most of the time, Mickey and I will be driving down into the city area to explore, but we chose a little bit out of the city because the view is just incredible, right? Like you're overlooking everything. When sunset comes, it's going to be glorious, provided that it's not so cloudy like today is. And the morning sunrise is going to be crazy too. So yeah, hopefully we can get some really nice shots just straight from the balcony here.
This whole basket?
Yep.
You don't need toothbrush. Just this, right?
They got shoes on it? Oh, no.
Just ahead, turn
We
right.
got one.
You know what I mean?
はいどうぞ。
はい、ありがとうございます。
箸。
箸 OK。
鳥。
The sweet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you go for it.
塩自身な
Smell
っ
the
た。
glasses.
奈良川村で村だった。
Go upstairs. Wow. Alps anime stuff. So we've driven 2.5 hours from Matsumoto here now at Fujikawaguchiko, and we've arrived at our Airbnb. We've got this whole house to ourselves, and I want to show you guys around. So this is the front door where we entered, and I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see. This is the entranceway where we left our shoes. There's a lot of different rooms that are all connected, so I'm going to enter this room here. We've got a little tatami room where you can lay down futons to sleep. I guess this is where we're going to be sleeping tonight. I really like the vibe of this room. And then connected by sliding doors, this is the living room. Got the sofa and the TV and Mickey chilling. Over here is the dining area. It's a little bit bright. And to the left of the dining area, that's where the kitchen is. To the back of the kitchen, we have the laundry room. Let me just turn on the lights. Oh, no lights. And next to the laundry room, we have a bathroom. And the laundry room is connected to the living area as well. If I walk through here, that way would be to the living room. That's to the entrance of the house. And then upstairs, we move upstairs. There's actually another bedroom. Now, because this is a house, it can fit a lot of guests. So there's 1, 2, 3 beds. And then in the wardrobe area, they retrofitted the wardrobe area to have another bed inside, which is pretty spectacular actually. So it can fit a lot of people in this one house. But we've got this house just to the 2 of us, which is crazy. And the price is actually pretty good. So yeah. So that is the tour of the house. Here at the staircase, you've also got a view to the outside. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me just bring down the exposure to a parking lot. Not spectacular here. Mount Fuji, you can actually see it, kind of, but it's the opposite side and it's covered by trees from where we're staying. So you'd have to actually walk outside to see Mount Fuji. And today Mount Fuji is a little bit obstructed by the clouds. Hopefully we'll see Mount Fuji one of the days that we're staying here. The sliding door reveals the backyard area. This Airbnb host has a really pretty backyard where you can just chill or sit in this tatami room and stare outside. So Mount Fuji is literally directly in front where it's being blocked by the trees, which is kind of unfortunate, but there's nothing to see anyway because there's clouds blocking Mount Fuji today. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for joining me on this tour, and we're gonna make some dinner now. I just want to eat the shake. zoom into Mount Fuji, you see there's a cloud forming up above. Thank God for this camcorder, so I can record Boss coffee and some sort of bread. Pretty good. It kind of does. Sorry. Photos with the Fujifilm. Yeah. Arr! morning everyone, Jay here. Today is Tuesday, the 22nd of October, and Mickey and I are just preparing to pack our stuff and head out of Fujikawaguchiko. It's been an amazing, 3 days here in this lovely area. We were lucky enough to have 2 days of fantastic weather where we got to see Mount Fuji, as you've seen in the previous videos, but unfortunately today it seems to be a little bit more cloudy and I don't think you'll be able to see Mount Fuji, so we're super lucky. But today, anyway, we're going to be driving to Iga in the Mie prefecture. It's going to be a long drive. It's going to be 4.5 hours approximately, so I won't bore you with the montage or whatever, but we do need to fill up the car. We do need to buy some snacks along the way, so yeah, next time you'll see us, it's going to be in Iga, so see you then. Wait, what? Do I have to pay first? Mickey drinking some Boss. On our way to our first cafe before we head to Iga. And look, I said before that you can't see Mount Fuji, but hey Mount Fuji, we're lucky again. So we have just arrived at Iga in the Mie prefecture. It took us just under 4 hours to get here if you factor in, some time in between to take breaks. But this is probably one of my favorite stays to date. Let me take you guys on a quick tour of the place. You're gonna love it, check it out. From the outside, you're gonna be coming in through these wooden sliding doors. Apparently this place used to be a soy sauce factory and they kind of renovated it to turn it into a living area. This is the entrance area where you keep all your shoes and stuff. And to the left is the bedroom, which is overlooking the front of the street, but you've got these full wall panels there to kind of block out people from seeing what's inside. And then right in front of us, as we enter this, to the right is the kitchen. You've got a small toaster oven, a microwave and a fridge. There's the sink and there's a little hot plate where you can cook stuff on. Really cool. And then just down here is the bathroom. And then if we go all the way down to the end, this is the shower room. Nice and cozy shower room. And now if I turn to my right, this is the living area, I guess, chilling area. There's a table with like an inset floor, so when you sit on this table you could basically sit and your legs will be like stretched out underneath, which is amazing. Mickey's just enjoying herself at the moment. That's the bedroom over there. It's all connected with these sliding panels. And then right behind, this is the, I guess, chilling area, the lounge area. All tatami mat floors in these places. There's a TV, and then looking outside, we have a pretty decent view of the scenery. I just hope that this in the morning or in the afternoon looks great. Today is a little bit cloudy, but hopefully it will look better in the next coming few days. Tomorrow is going to be rainy, but I hope the day after will get better. So yeah, thank you for being on this tour, and we're just going to go shopping now and explore the area. Hi all. Hello. Eh? What is this? Can we? Ueno Castle.
Look at that
3, 2, 1. You're meant to stand sideways. Yeah. And then put the other hand needs to cover up. The other hand needs to pretend like you're going. Go closer. You need to get closer. Yeah. And then put your other hand below. Yeah, there you go. 3, 2, 1. So today is the second day in Iga, the Mie Prefecture, and it's a weird day. This morning it was like pretty cloudy and rainy, and then all of a sudden it cleared up, and now it's hot and humid, like feels like summer, really, like 26 degrees or so. So because it's so hot, we decided to just chill in a department store in the neighborhood. So not gonna be a very eventful day per se, but yeah, just go show you guys around the department store, and that'll be probably the whole day. Gonna chill out, right? Words of wisdom. Life is no spectator sport. Nice. This guy is definitely holding a Fujifilm. They took the brand off of the camera. You gotta appreciate the honesty of these fragrances. This one's called generic fragrance.
Oh, this smells good. This smells
Oh,
good.
that's fruity as hell. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Throwing gang signs? Jesus Christ. Oh, you can bend the hands. Hey. Hey, shaka shaka shaka. Yeah, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Mickey's getting banging deals in the kids section. Because she fits in these clothes. Look at the prices here.
Are you making fun of
I
me?
wish I
right
could
now?
fit in these clothes so I can get these discounts.
Are you making fun of me right now?
Hell yeah, I am. Look at that. Can confirm she fits perfectly in these pants. And they're amazing. Damn. That's Muji right there. And they've got a food section here, Mickey. Yeah. Pumpkin bum kitchen.
What is this?
Popcorn? You want some popcorn? Oh wait, that's syrup coated corn.
The big one.
Yeah, for $3. Is that cheap or?
This is $7 in Australia.
Yeah, okay. Got the caffeine-free black soybeans tea from Muji. Nice. And what else do you have?
That's moringa tea.
We've also got the moringa tea.
Right. Like that. Or that.
I want that. I want that, and I also want some of
Some
that.
of that. Like
We got the beef,
that
baby.
is worth all my shopping today.
Oh damn!
You happy?
You can never pay enough for happiness.
私、くのいちありはと申します。
Yeah. Yeah. すごい。
葉も2枚使って両方一緒に持ち上げて
Where?
そしてこの壁が閉まると中が暗くなるので、さっきのね見張りと一緒でやはり明るいところからね暗いところって見えにくいので、中にね人がいるのはね壁閉めちゃうと分かりにくいようになっているんです。
Good morning, guys. Today is our last day in Iga. We've already packed our stuff into the car and we're heading on towards Osaka. But check-in time is not until 4 p.m. So what we're going to do is we're going to have some coffee along the way, and then we're going to go visit an outlet mall close to Osaka called Lalaport. So hopefully we'll see you then.
In about 700 meters. In about
So we just had our coffee at Kasagi. That was great coffee, by the way. And now we're here at Mitsui Outlet Mall, also known as Lalaport, apparently. Yeah, the parking here is insane. There's like multiple entrances all around this entire area. We managed to find parking. Glad it's a Friday and not a weekend. So now we're gonna show you guys around. I'm not going to show you every single store because there's way too many, but if I find something interesting, I'll definitely show you guys. There are so many floors. Nikki and I have just dropped off the Toyota Rumi back at the Toyota rent-a-car place here in Namba. Pretty sad to see it go. Had some good memories in it. And now that we're in Osaka, we don't really need a car. We're just gonna travel on foot most of the days. Probably catch a train if we need to go a bit further. But yeah, take you guys around. It's currently 20 past 5, and so we're going to walk from here back to our stay in the center of Osaka, and yeah, just show you guys what we see along the way. What the heck? That's crazy.
Do you need me to pour out the phone?
Yeah.
Don't be a creep.
Yeah. All these people down there taking their touristy shots while we're up here in a drugstore just down the road, and you get a great view of the entire Dotonbori with the Glico Man sign if you just come up to the 3rd floor. I mean, you can also take it from H&M over there, and there's probably like other stores where you can get a better vantage point, but just taking photos down there is just kind of boring and it's overhyped. And look at the amount of people, like it's just being down there really makes me feel claustrophobic. So Mickey has just gone to the hair salon to get a cut and a perm, so it's going to take about 3 hours. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go hit up another coffee shop. Crazy, I know. I'm like already caffeinated enough. But there's one more coffee shop that I want to go to, and they're closed tomorrow, and I fly out tomorrow, so I'm going to have to visit them today. So the place we're going to is Mel Coffee Roasters. It's about 1 kilometer away from here. And yeah, I'll see you there.
All right. I'll tell you the truth.
The trip to Japan is not complete unless you go to a Don Quixote. We're here in Osaka in the big Don Quixote shop. Just doing some last minute shopping before we fly out. So yeah, gotta get it done.
You could get one.
Takoyaki? Oh no. Good morning, guys. Today is Monday, the 29th of October. It is currently 20 past 7, and Mickey and I have almost finished packing our luggage. Today is the last day that we're going to be spending in Japan. Our flight's at 9 p.m. So right now, the plan is we're going to finish packing, have ourselves a decent coffee, and then come back, grab our bags, and we're going to park our bags in a luggage storage area here in Namba City. And what we're going to do is we're just going to walk around and leisurely window shop Namba Parks or all the other shopping areas. You know, really isn't much else to do. We're just going to take it easy. So overall, Japan has been amazing. My favorite parts of the trip was definitely the places that I haven't been to, which was Matsumoto, Fujikawaguchiko, and Iga. They were all really amazing places in their own unique way. We were lucky enough to have clear weather when we were in Fujikawaguchiko, so we got to see Mount Fuji from different angles. It was amazing and definitely a great first experience. The least, I guess, memorable moments were definitely the last 3 days here in Osaka. We've been to Osaka twice already in our previous trips. We've done all the sightseeing and all that stuff. So apart from shopping and food, there really isn't much else to say about Osaka. It's all more or less the same, with a huge amount of tourists all bunched up in the same spots. You know, Dotonbori, Shinsaibashi, Shinsekai, all those touristy areas. So I guess coffee hopping was a highlight of Osaka. I can't complain about that. We had some of the most amazing coffee here in Osaka at Barista Map and Mel Coffee. Going to be heading back to Australia. Enjoy the rest of the footage, and I'll see you guys when we get back home. Bye-bye. 버스 타는 거나.
There's no shrimp in it.
It is shrimp.
Yeah, but in the picture you saw the shrimp.
Oh no. How's that gonna work?
That's the lie there.
It's a patty. Shrimp patty.
Okay. It tastes like a fillet of fish.